Okay, we have begun. So, uh, just two rules. I shall introduce you 1st, and we just look at the camera. I'll introduce you after I've done my introduction. I'll just turn to you and we just talk.
Okay.
You don't have to look at the camera.
Okay.
So we just talk. Thank God. And then I'll ask people. Okay, great. Let me see. Okay. If you're ready, I'm ready. Mr. Putra Vasavic, right?
Vatsvanik.
Oh, Vasavic. Okay. Hi, welcome to the National Quiz Choice Online News. I'm Robin Stienberg. Welcome to my show again. Today we have a very interesting visitor here in Singapore, and that is Mr. Putra Vasavic, who is actually from Poland, and he's here for the Market Square Asia 2012. And he is one of the most well-known publishing house in Poland, known as a Vocatio publishing house that has been around for 21 years. And Mr. Putra will be telling us more updates about the publishing industry in Poland and their influence around the world. Mr. Putra, thank you for joining me here at the National Quiz Choice. It's amazing that you have run your company for 21 years. I wish I had gone that far, but really, being a businessman and the founder of the company, could you tell us a little bit of your success story of how do you manage to build your company today to what it is right now as one of Poland's most influential publishing house?
Thank you very much for inviting me for this conversation. And first of all, this is my great privilege to be here in Singapore. And first, I would like to tell you that I am very amazed about what I have seen here in Singapore. And you said that my company is most influential. Probably not. My company is not so influential. We are really for 21 years on the market, and probably we are one of the most important publishing companies on Christian market. However, there is much more bigger companies, secular companies on Polish market. So just in comparison, if we think only about Christian market, yes, we are one of the biggest companies in the market.
So, Mr. Putra, could you tell us more about insights on the Polish market, and also why do you decide to start this company 21 years ago?
This is interesting situation because I read Bible for a while, and I was asking God what I should do in my life. And I was not sure. After finishing university, I got master's degree in engineering, and I set up a company for wood servicing. However, I was not happy about the whole situation. I was thinking that this is not my goal. However, because I became Christian, I would like to fulfill God's will. So every day I was praying, asking God about His will. And eventually, one day, when I read Bible in the morning, I read the story about David and Goliath. And in this moment, somehow God answered my question, which I had deep in my heart, what I should do. God encouraged me to start a publishing company. And because in the past, during my university time, I was involved in in publishing business. I was editor-in-chief in martial art magazine, and God told me, you did this job, just be prepared, and now go ahead and start with the Christian company. So I sold my previous company, I started Vocatio, and therefore the name of the company, Vocatio, which means vocation, because God called me to do this job.
Wow. Now, about Vocatio's future right now, moving forward, what we came to understand is that Amazon has opened an office or presence in Eastern Europe. Is that true?
Yes, Amazon just recently entered to Eastern Europe. They opened the distribution center probably in Czech Republic for the whole region, and this is kind of very important step. So Polish publishers are preparing right now to start working together with Amazon. So I'm hoping soon it will be much more Polish books available online through Amazon than before.
So what does this mean for major publishers, even for yourself in Poland and also for the whole Europe? Would you be afraid that they will also do or commit the same issues as they did with United States, where if they will find out or find any of your authors who have emerged as one of the best sellers, and they go directly to the authors and sign them up and publish the books for them instead of through your publishing house? Is there such fear?
Actually, it might be such kind of situation. However, I don't afraid about it, because publishing books is not only to go online and put the book to be available through bookstores. This is much more. This is important part of the promotion, advertising. So I believe individuals who would like to publish their books themselves, they don't have such experience. They don't have very often don't have money to do advertising, because every day on Polish market come about 100 new titles. So how they should compete among these books? So basically, very well-known authors do this way. They start their own publishing companies and they try to publish their own books themselves. However, this is marginal thing. So I don't believe it will be such huge problem for publishers.
What's your experience like right now here at Market Square Asia? Do you see there's any prospect or promising results that may bring good opportunities for Polish titles here in Asia?
This is the reason I am here. I would like to promote our books in Southeast Asia, and I am very happy about this trip. Before coming to Singapore, I was in Seoul, Korea, for Christian Rights Fair, and then I was in Beijing at Beijing Book Fair, and I've met a lot of publishers, Christian publishers, who were very interested in books we offer. Especially recently we have changed our policy, because we required in the past co-productions, and nowadays we decided to make it more relaxed. So we provide with digital files if publishers decided to print our books locally, which makes everything seem much more simple and faster and more reliable for local publishers.
Now, what kind of foreign policy or publishing policy, the kind of changes have you implemented that will make it easier for both authors and even buyers to do business with the Polish companies?
If publisher decide to buy rights to our books, we provide with digital files. So basically we send over FTP servers open files, they can edit and they print themselves right here in Singapore without any co-productions, without printing books in China or in Europe or in South America. So everything will be simpler.
Amazing. Now, you mentioned simpler, and more effective, and also convenient.
Yes, yes, because co-production requires to gather several publishers at the same time for one printing at the same time. So everybody has to adjust to this plan. And in this case, each publisher can print themselves at the time when he needs book and in the print run which he needs. So everything is much more convenient.
Now, how has internet age as well as digital print has changed your business model than it used to be 10 years back?
Dramatically. So everything is totally different. So I can be in here, I can work with my company in Europe or vice versa. Being in Europe, I can work with Singapore companies in here just in seconds. So everything has changed. This is the same with the printing companies. We print some of our books in China, and it is just one click away.
One click,
Yes.
indeed, it is one click away. And but has the sales volume increased with the digital age involved? Did you have any experience with it?
Yes, if we count in total in different languages, because of the because of growing amount of publishers and titles on the market. Market is just overflowing with books. So basically, print run for each average title is going down. However, when we count all our editions in different languages, it is growing for us. However, not only on Polish market, we have to combine many markets, like US market, Brazil market, or several different European markets.
Which is, I can't believe that your US market as well as your Brazilian market are one of the biggest markets that you have encountered.
After Polish market, of course, because we are Polish company, so we are focusing first on our market in Poland, and then we have quite good markets in US and Brazil.
Now, in Poland, do people read more e-books than print books, or is there a balance?
In Poland, e-book readers just started, so it's kind of novelty somehow, and I'm thinking it will be some kind of balance in the future. I don't believe that e-books will take the main role. It will be probably good tool for travelers or people who would like just to read novels somehow. However, for children's books and academical books and technical books, I don't believe that the market will be taken from print books towards e-books. E-books will be some part of the market. I believe maybe 25–30%, probably no more.
Now, for the U.S. market as well as the Brazilian market, which is South American continent, is there more demand for e-books in Polish language in the U.S.?
No. of course, each of these markets requires books in their own languages. So we print books in English or Portuguese. So along working with our partners over there.
What's your experience of working in the Brazilian market? Because we have a lot of viewers, especially in Singapore, doing business in South America. Have you encountered any issues with copyrights, trademarks infringements with your partners, or could you share with us what are the pitfalls as well as the advantage of working with a partner in Brazil?
We understand such kind of complications. Therefore, we decide to be very picky in choosing partners. So we check background of publishers, if they are reliable partners, and then we decide to sign contracts. So this is the age of being quite
prudent.
Yes.
So for folks, for those who are looking for good partners, especially in South America, like Brazil or any other South American company, you need to do a very thorough study and background checks with a lot of prudence and wisdom. Especially, you should conduct your research with the business association in their local country, such as the Rotary clubs. Mr. Purser, it is indeed a real pleasure to meet you. And based on your 21 years of experience as a publisher, from Poland especially, what are the key lessons that you have learned, and probably other entrepreneurs, or businessmen who wanted to start up, a company, like a publishing company, wherever they are in the world. Do you have 3 key lessons that you can give and advise?
From this point of view, probably not. However, there is very, very important thing which I have experienced. As a Christian entrepreneur, I experienced that the most important thing is God's blessings and God's leadership. So there is information, there is a verse in one of Psalms in the Bible that if Lord is not will not build our homes, we will work for nothing. So for this 21 years, I have experienced that God's blessing is the most important factor in my job. However, keep in mind, I'm a Christian publisher. I publish books to promote God's word and to share gospel. So this is very, very narrow part of business.
Of course. Now, you mentioned before, a few days ago, you talked about mission statements and how important they are for any organization, whether they are Christian or secular. What is your mission statement for your organization?
The mission statement is to publish books, mostly books, because we are publishing books to encourage people to grow in faith and follow Jesus, because this is the key point for our company, to help people to understand God's will and fulfill it.
Before we let you go, we'd like to ask this very important question. That's about the Eurozone crisis. Many are worried about the Eurozone crisis around the world, and how it's impact the way people think, the way people spend, the way people want to do business. especially recently, Carrefour has closed two of its major stores in Singapore for the very first time. Um, Now, and we also heard that France is only laying off staff for Carrefour chains, and they're closing down the stores as well because banks are not willing to lend in more money. And there are more stories of layoffs as well in Europe. Now, how does this perceive and how this will impact for European companies such as Poland? Do you have any concerns about the eurozone?
First of all, Poland doesn't belong to euro currency zone, which is probably very good as for now for Polish market because we are more independent from all these complications with euro currency. However, there is a lot of tension inside European Union, and the interest of particular countries are against the interest of the other countries. So this tension might be visible not only on economical level, however also on political level. So it is kind of very tough situation nowadays.
So do you see the spending habits in Europe has decreased because of the eurozone crisis?
It's hard to say because media encouraging people to spend more than they have. So basically people are encouraged to take more loans or being deeper in debt in order to have a good life now, and they don't think about their responsibilities for the future, how they should pay everything back, which is a very dangerous situation as we see in different European countries. So this is not the good choice, and I believe media do a very bad job. However, big players on the market who produce a lot, and basically they have overproduction. They spend millions or billions on advertising through media, just encouraging people to buy and buy and buy more, without any concern how they will pay for that.
Now, in the case of Poland right now, today, no doubt that Poland is not part of the eurozone, but is Poland itself, the government and the people, do they have any cause of any anxiety should the eurozone crisis fail, and collapse totally? How would Poland react?
I don't know actually. I am not expert on the economical field. However, Poland is not a big country. So even though we are independent with Polish currency, we have seen on the market that some big players like JP Morgan's, they played on Polish stocks and with the Polish currency, and we have seen huge changes in exchange rate of Polish currency towards US dollar or euro. So I'm thinking if euro zone would collapse, it might affect also Polish market. So even though we do not have the same the same currency.
Now, has your government and even companies and corporations, even like for yourself, have you taken any measures to prevent the collapse of the currency?
Our company is probably somehow unique because we are not into taking loans. So basically we think that we have to be responsible for all our debts, payments. That is why we are very careful in watching our cash flow. So if we need more money to spend, we have to always be careful how much we make. So this is very important balance. And Polish banks are also very careful in giving loans to companies. So some people complain for that. However, it was a good point during financial crisis in the past years. A lot of companies were not so hit by this crisis because they were quite secure without having huge loans or bad debts to pay. So who knows? We don't have crystal ball basically, and I believe if anybody would know the future about such situation, will get probably Nobel Prize for that.
Well, Mr. Putra, thank you for sharing with us here at National Quiz Choice and joining me here on the online news. And thank you for joining me here at the National Quiz Choice. I'm Robin Stienberg here in Singapore. Have a great day and a great week ahead. And please do not forget to stay tuned with our YouTube channel, the National Quiz Choice Online News, or even visit our website at www.nationalquizchoice.com. Once again, I'm Robin Steinberg. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was good. Oh, good. It's half an hour.